Hello and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. In this episode, we're gonna go through a lot of our old lines, and as we figured out sort of over the past few videos, a lot of our stuff is starting to get pretty outdated. So we're gonna go through and make sure everything is up to date and replace anything that needs replaced so that we can be operating at max efficiency. One exciting thing, if we look here, we are very close to $1 billion, which we will probably reach at some point during this episode. So that's exciting, but in the meantime, while we sort of wait for that to happen, we can go through and start to replace some of our old vehicles. So if we come into this vehicle statistics tab, we can sort by age and see what our oldest vehicles are right now, which it looks like our oldest vehicle right now is on the Lexington brick line, where they're still operating with these very old tarpaulin trucks. So we'll just come in here and replace all of these with some brand new trucks, and we'll go with these, and now that should greatly improve the efficiency and hopefully reduce some of this traffic, as they're not running extremely slow old trucks anymore. Now we can come back in here and sort again by age and see that our next oldest train is this tool train, which is probably one of the first trains we've gotten. Well, this is one of the first lines that we've made. And we can see it's really struggling to get up this hill. And this is probably a long overdue task to replace this train. So we'll come in, we'll replace it. This track I don't believe is electrified, so we will have to use a train or a steam train. And the one thing we need to make sure of is that it can go up hills pretty easily. So we've recently unlocked a bunch of new steam trains. All of these seem a bit too expensive for right now. I don't see them making a profit on this line specifically. And I think we'll continue using this Russian class FD. We found that's a pretty cheap, powerful alternative to most things. The only sort of issue it has right now is its top speed isn't too high. However, it does seem that the newest boxcars we have can only go 50 miles an hour anyway, so that's not much of an issue. And we'll go with a bunch of these. And then we'll replace it, and there we go. And now this should start to be able to speed back up on these steep hills and be able to go much quicker between the tools factory and everything else. Although it seems like we got some weird stuff going on here again, as it appears we have machines coming into one of these lines, and it's somehow getting all mixed up here. So there shouldn't be any machines coming. And we're just gonna come through here and make sure. Okay, so some of these trucks are carrying machines back from all the way up here. And that's not terrible, but it's something that we sort of weren't expecting to happen, and it might just throw a wrench in everything. So we're going to come in, manage this line, and we want them to only load at the planks sawmill. And then here, we only want them to unload at the machines factory. So this way we can sort of make sure that nothing will come back on the return trip. Maybe later down the line, once we start producing a lot more here, we could think about doing something like that, but for now, we should keep it neat and organized. So here we can see the train just came in, picked up a full load of stuff. It's going to take a while for these machines to filter out of here, but it'll get there eventually. Look at that. When we were looking at that, we've passed $1 billion. So I believe we get an achievement for that. And really there's nothing that could sort of make us lose $1 billion in this game unless we completely trash our transportation network. So anyway, we can keep on moving. We can see next is our ship lines. Those are reaching about 30 years of age, and I'm sure by now there are better ships, faster ones. So we can click this, manage the vehicles on this line, and we can see we have quite a few more. Although it doesn't really seem like there's many new ones that can carry bricks. Yeah, so there's either this one, which we've had for a while, or this one that came out kind of recently. This one's a little bit quicker, carries a little bit more, and probably overall just a better ship. So we'll replace these. That should help increase the efficiency there. We can keep moving. One thing is we should make sure that we are transporting enough bricks out of here, which it seems like we could probably be shipping a little bit more. We should probably add some of these cargo buildings, and then these trucks as well can be replaced with much newer trucks. So we'll replace it with those. I think we might even add 2 more onto that line. And then onto the next set of vehicles that need replaced is this plastics factory line that we have as part of our goods network. It's been doing pretty well, but the train's obviously getting old and probably doesn't run as efficient as it could be. And so we'll come in here, manage vehicle, get both of those. And we'll do sort of the same thing we've always been doing with these. Russian class FD. And we'll just throw a bunch of these tank cars right behind it. So there goes the train. I don't know why it didn't pick up any of this. Maybe it got deleted when we replaced the vehicle. Oh wait. My mistake. I know why. Because we used fuel cars instead of box cars that carry the plastics. Alright, so we're going to replace this quick again with sort of the same vehicle with box cars this time. And now it should carry the plastics. So because we made it a slightly larger train, that does mean that we're going to need to produce a little bit more here. So with this line, we can come through, select all of these, and replace them with these oil trucks. So these trucks will go faster and carry, I think, almost twice as much. And then of course, if we're doing this, we're going to need to upgrade the trucks that are bringing it to the oil refinery so we don't cause any backups or blockages there. Alright, so as we keep moving along here, we're gonna start to just roll through these next few pretty quick. So we'll replace this bus line with these much newer buses. We'll come through and we'll replace this tool line with these new trucks. We'll come through here, replace these buses. Same thing here. 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 We have a lot of passenger lines that are very old. This is probably much needed upgrades in those areas. And now we can get to some of our cargo lines and replace some of these with new trucks. We'll replace this whole line here with new trucks. And I think that might be all that we do for now. There's definitely a ton of vehicles and lines that need to be upgraded, but we'll sort of slowly get to those as we look back at some of our other routes. So we're gonna come through, make sure everything's operating normally still, Make sure we don't have any weird issues with any areas getting backed up or having too many things waiting. So here I think we're gonna increase the capacity because we have a lot of things that can be sitting around. And looking at all this, it looks like we could probably replace everything else that's sort of feeding this area. So we can get new trucks on the line that takes planks to the tool factory. And then we can replace the ones that bring wood in. And then same with the ones that bring wood in from the other side. There we go, so this whole area should start to operate a lot quicker now. And hopefully these won't start to back each other up as we get faster trucks. They might start needing to wait for each other. However, these roads are limiting us. These roads only have a top speed of 37 miles an hour. So if we can come in here and upgrade some of these roads, they can start to move a lot quicker. So we'll only upgrade the sections that we're using for now. It looks like we can't upgrade this road without doing a whole bunch of stuff here. So we'll let that sit for now. And I think we'll try to upgrade this whole road that goes through Toledo and all the way out to the machines factory. Because this is a very long road that would very much benefit from upgraded roads. And then this little bit here, which it's not letting me do, that's fine. But all of these trucks here should be upgraded too. We'll go through and replace these. Same with this. Replace all of those. And lastly, this whole line. Alright, so we're gonna have to fix this. There's gonna need to be another platform there. And we're gonna have to move something to a different terminal. So hopefully that'll ease up the traffic in here. And now, as we're upgrading roads, I think another important one to upgrade is this whole fuel road network that we have going on here. So this whole road coming up here is upgraded so the trucks can go even faster. I think these are okay for now. All these roads out here. We'll want to upgrade these. Or what parts of it that we can. There we go. And then we got this a little road here that comes through Alexandria. All of that could be upgraded. I think we actually will upgrade these roads down here. This oil line is very important to us, so making sure that the road is upgraded is probably one of the best things that we can do. And we should probably even redraw this road, since I don't know why it's being weird and wavy like that. Well, there we go. That's much better now. And everything should be running much quicker. And we can even start to see it in the numbers here. Even though we've maxed out this fuel refinery, we can still get these numbers up to the max. And it looks like here we'll definitely need a cargo building. And we'll definitely need to replace these trucks. So that's going to be all the upgrades that we do in this episode. I might go through and replace all the other old vehicles that we have, because there's still a whole bunch left that are pretty old, so I might do that off camera. Not much should change with doing that. But anyway, that's going to be all for this episode. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments or feedback, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.